Hey guys, it's Mooty here. So, earlier in the week, we made a team with Chase, who's joining us today.
That was like last week, but okay.
Well, whatever, last week. And so, because we're going to continue with the series, we're actually putting the team to use now, kind of to gauge out what strengths and weaknesses we may have with it. And we're doing this on Wi-Fi, just because I know you guys enjoy Wi-Fi more than anything. So I randomly got someone off of Twitter to battle me, and I'll probably link them in the description. But I also figured that for this specific series I'm doing, there really isn't any point to a face cam because it's supposed to be a pretty competitive series. So I really just think I'm setting it apart from all my other uploads, which are a bit more casual. And this isn't exactly a standard team.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely a few threats I'm seeing, but I'm just trying to figure out like what's gonna be the best course of action because I feel like
for leads, most people just lead Scoliopeed and just get the speed boosts up,
right,
and either baton pass or get like spikes up, as random as that is.
Yeah, I'm more thinking he's gonna want a baton pass out. So at the very least, what we need to, I'm almost thinking Mega Metagross for the lead, just because then we apply pressure right away, and there's not much that wants to take a hit from it right off the bat. So
I see that.
Because the thing is, if it's going to be baton passing, it's going to be with SD as well.
Yep,
so,
that could be a really big problem if it
So
happens.
I feel like if we lead with Metagross and then we just start Zen headbutting right off the bat, that might be the best way to deal with it.
And that Charizard's probably a Mega Y, judging from all the other physical attackers on his team.
So, I mean, if you really want baton pass out to it, it's like, we should
Then it's literally almost an all-physical team.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of feeling like it's not. But obviously it could be wrong. So we're going to go with that. We're going to lead off with Metagross, which, oh great, I accidentally clicked summary when I'm running low on time. Alright.
Well, as long as you click it quick enough.
Yeah, I got this. So in case you want to check this team out, the entire team building process, I will have an annotation somewhere in the video. It's like a pretty long half-an-hour video, but it literally goes through all the, basically all the websites
the entire team building process and what we went through to do it. Also, we did a showdown video on my channel too of a little bit of the testing of it, so if you want to see that, of the process of us testing, that'll be there too, I guess.
Yeah, so like in our spare time, there's Scoliopedes, so.
Yeah, so we were right at the very least. So, I mean, it'd just be best to Mega up and just go for... Well, I guess could Earthquake right away to give the illusion that we want to go for Zen Headbutt.
I'm just scared of Zen Headbutt missing, honestly.
Exactly, that's why I'm saying Earthquake first, so we see what he's kind of work with. And then, because then the thing is, he'll be baited into thinking we'll want to just keep going for Earthquakes, but then
he's probably going to want to go into something like Dragonite or Charizard.
Yeah, if the Charizard
if they're physical, or if he just wants the speed boost on it, or he's just going to go for Toxic Spikes right now.
That's fine. That's actually a lot better.
I have a question, because I'm not sure about this. Because Greninja carries Gong Shot, once it transforms to a Poison type, is it going to get rid of those?
No.
Or is that only if they come in on switch-in?
It has to be the switch-in.
Alright.
I'm like 90% sure on that, because I've never encountered that. But the thing is, it always happens on switch-in. Because it's not like a Pokemon's just idly sitting there. You know, like a Poison type doesn't automatically
And this is where he's going to go into Charizard, as I went for Zen Headbutt. It's still going to get a good amount of damage off on it. And we don't miss, thank goodness. That does really good damage. And
actually, there is no problem. Just go straight for Ice Punch, because even if he goes to X, the thing is, the Ice Punch should still do enough with the Tough Claws, so I feel like at that range it'll still kill.
Unless this is running some weird Scarf set, we should have no problems. Alright, there's the why. Yeah, because sometimes you never know what people run these days, but in the end, the chances of it actually being scarfed are like very slim, so there's no point in us switching out there when we know we can kill it off.
Right, and even then it's like, oh no, we die, but then it's like, we have plenty of things to revenge it, and it makes the job of dealing with the rest of his team a lot easier, so...
So we got rid of Charizard over here. Things that he might bring in, honestly, maybe Umbreon, I guess...
The Hitmonlee comes in. So, there's either a chance he's gonna just fake out, or he might just go right for a high jump kick or Earthquake and be scarfed, but I feel like the fake out's more obvious just because of the fact that they do actually have normal gem now, so they can just go fake out and then whatever. But we might as well scout it out right now, because there's no way he can
Well, if you're that scared of it, you can just go into Landorus, get an Intimidate off on it.
But the thing is, I'm not scared of it because of the fact that there's no way he can straight up knock us out because none of his stab moves are super effective against us, and we have base, like, 130 defense.
So, I guess...
Zen Headbutt should be safe enough. If it misses, then it's like you said, we also go...
Then you just play around it. So,
oh, shit. Mega Metagross is base 150.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So I'm definitely not scared of the hit only. So it's like, yeah, just stand in Zen Headbutt again.
At this point, I'm not sure. Okay, Earthquake.
Yeah, I mean, Earthquake. We can live it. That's the thing.
Yeah, we've lived, unless it's a crit. No crit. Okay, good. I'm like, barring any critical hits and any.
Yeah, because I mean, you've lived a Garchomp's Earthquake.
Yeah, that was crazy. I lived. Yeah, granted, it was Scarf Garchomp, but I lived a Scarf Garchomp's Earthquake. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but it's still stab, and Garchomp is still a really respectable attack stat. So, but took it out with Zen Headbutt. So now the question is, what he's gonna do next? Umbreon, which. See, his only hazard has been Toxic Spikes. I mean, it should be fairly safe just to switch out, but I don't think it's gonna be best to go into Tracheon right away. Or I don't know. I guess. Hold on, what was this?
Well, the thing is, it's only one layer, so it's not even that much of a stall fest. So it's not like it's only one layer. So
I'm not concerned about the Toxic more. It's just what's gonna be the safest thing to go for. Which I'm almost thinking like going into Landorus and just getting the rocks up, because then that'll also make the Cloyster a bit easier to manage, plus the Dragonite. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, do we really need to risk anything right now?
Not really. I'm just used to Umbreon being fully like supportive, never really.
Right. And the thing is, Landorus can deal with whatever support, whatever it wants to do. And in the case where it somehow kills us, like we don't even need Landorus that much. So.
Well, Landorus would still be nice to have around because of Intimidate with all his physical attackers.
Right, but at the same time, we have enough where we can go on the offensive so we don't have to worry about intimidating as much. So I'd rather just...
Yeah, that did nothing.
I'm surprised he doesn't have Foul Play, though. I guess hasn't adapted to that yet, or does Umbreon?
Well, in the end, I'm just going to sub Stealth Rock because later on when Dragonite also comes in, it just breaks multi-skill.
Right. I mean, that's the safest thing to do. And yeah, Umbreon does get Foul Play, so I don't know why he's not using it, but whatever. The Toxic on Landorus
I'm not that concerned with Toxic on it either. Especially he's not doing a lot to me regularly. His only, I guess, choice right now would be to stall me out with Toxic.
Yeah. I mean, right now the best move is probably just U-turn out into Terrakion and see what he's going to go for.
Because I'm pretty sure his only attacking move is
yeah, it's gonna be like
Payback.
Wish Protect.
Payback, and then it's definitely has Protect because he has Toxic, and probably some form of recovery on top of that.
It's most likely gonna be the Wish, if anything.
Which I don't mind if it gets a Wish up. The only thing I think with Umbreon is that it's more on the physically defensive side.
No, it's generally specially because a lot of Dark and Ghost moves are what it wants to take, and it's a lot easier to pair Umbreon with a physical defender than it is to make it physically defensive.
Oh, this is a curse set. That's going to be a bit more annoying to deal with. Although at the same time, all he has to hit me with is Payback, so unless he wants to raise my attack...
Like, the only problem I see is the fact that we give him a free switch into something else by just going straight for close combat, but at the same time, I think we kind of have to just remove this Umbreon from the game right now.
Once something starts setting up, yes.
Yeah, so close combat's the safest thing to really go for right now, so might as well just do that.
Alright, honestly, it might take it out. Yeah, it's dead.
It should, because it's only +1, and if he's running Curse, that means he's going to be running a specially defensive Umbreon. So, yeah.
Alright, Umbreon taken out. Toxic doesn't really matter much because it's only one layer.
It's fine. So the question is, what is it? Because the only problem I see is if he goes into Dragonite.
Dragonite is going to be really annoying if it's like Dragon Dancing. This freaking... Okay, actually, I can just stay in here.
The only problem is you might not stock... Hold on a sec. Don't actually click a move yet.
Actually, wait. With the drop, I don't know if I would live Ice Shard.
You should, but my problem is if you'll actually kill him without any defense drops. That's what I don't know. Yes, you will. Wait, hold on a sec. Don't actually click a move yet.
You're running a Cal?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I'm the one recording this, so I don't have the computer power to actually run all the calcs and stuff. So
Yeah, and I kind of just obligatorily do that anyways. So yeah, apparently he'll straight up taking down the close combat after the rocks. Like, I can quick run the calc on Ice Shard.
The thing is, like, I don't want this thing to set up a Shell Smash,
yeah,
which would be the worst.
Ice Shard,
but even then, though, like, we kind of have Rotom to somewhat deal with it.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm more thinking is, like, Rotom would be safer, but at the same time, we're not getting killed by Ice Shard, and we'll take him out with close combat, so we might as well just go straight for the close combat. Unless he's, like, choice banded, which I doubt.
That's, like, way too rare. Like,
right.
It's just not common enough to where... Alright, so this thing is dead if you ran the calcs right? It's dead, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only way is if he was running a more defensive spread, which I highly doubt Cloisters do that anymore. Like, I remember the old days where they used to do it, and it's like...
Honestly, I think this is the last thing we actually needed Terrakion for, really.
Like, the only other thing we could need Terrakion for is Dragonite, in case it's a Dragon Dancer. And, like, it all depends on what he does next. That's the thing.
Probably Dragonite, because I'm pretty sure at this point he knows we're Scarfed.
Yeah, like, the way I see it, let's see, he has Dragonite and Scolipede left, right?
He has Dragonite, Scolipede, and Hitmonchan. No, that thing died. Never mind, yeah.
So he only has Scolipede and Dragonite.
And that's why I don't think that Terrakion is that useful to keep around anymore, but there's no point.
If he starts to set up Dragon Dances. So I think the better way to do this will be to switch out to Metagross, because if he sets up a singular Dragon Dance, he knows we have the Ice Punch, and he's going to be more inclined to want to just straight up kill it quicker. So going into that will be a better assurance play, I think. So...
Alright. I'll have to play around that like that then. That's really the only problem, is if this thing starts setting up Dragon Dances.
Yeah,
because then it also becomes a problem if it carries Roost. But if it carries Roost, then it loses out on coverage. Then it probably only carries either Outrage / Dragon Claw and Extreme Speed.
I mean, my more concern is the fact that now that we have Metagross in, like, the reason why I want to track Terrakion out is because we need to go into something that would force him to go for an attacking move right here and not set up more Dragon Dances, which is why I didn't want to go into Landorus, because the moment we go into Landorus, he's going to feel safe to set up more Dragon Dances, because we don't have any.
We don't have Stone Edge on it either.
Right, so we need to go into something that he knows. I mean, first of all, we're just going to have to go straight for Ice Punch. We need to go into something that was like, hey, I can immediately threaten you, and you have to attack me.
Alright, so we know he's just Dragon Claw, and we live at 1! Wow! But we know he's just Dragon Claw and Extreme Speed, and that just clean takes it out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That was close. That was really, really close.
Hold on a sec. I want to see if we can actually preserve this 6-0.
Just gotta preserve this.
You gotta. Like, I just want to see if we outspeed this.
We outspeed this, though. Unless he protects for speed boost, but...
I'm just checking really quick, because I don't remember what Scolpide's base speed is. Actually, we do not outspeed it.
Oh, really? It's that fast?
Or wait, no. Yeah, it's base 112. Metagross is only base 110. So, if we want to preserve the 6-0, we have to switch out, which we can just go into Landorus, and that's fine.
Alright, Lando. We got you.
Screw it, we can do it. Might as well.
Great first episode, preserving the 6-0.
Hey man, I did that against you twice, didn't I? Actually, I unintentionally did that.
So Intimidate's also useful, because these things are usually physical. He Rock Slides, which is not going to do a lot at all.
Yeah,
yep.
I mean, it'll just kill.
We actually just heal it back with lefties. The only damage we take is from the poison, but Earthquake should kill it.
Yep.
And
like, even if it doesn't, it's like, we're not even, this thing isn't a threat, it's more just, oh, we want to preserve a 6-0 because that's funny.
Because, you know, for the sake, and avoid the Mega Horn on top of
the Mega Horn that wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that was a good game. And I was thinking of getting maybe 3 or 4 battles in with this team, kind of in the same style, where both of us are trying to commentate over it and kind of figure out what the better plays are. And then I think at the end of it, we'll kind of, between both of our showdown sessions and our live Wi-Fi battles, we're gonna kind of figure out what the major threats to this team are, or what things we kind of have trouble dealing with, as well as what was I gonna say? stuff we have trouble dealing with, and then just overall any stuff we may change along the way, I guess. So
yeah, which I mean, if we want to reflect on anything right now, it's more the fact that though we got to be careful around setup, like especially since there was that Dragonite and there was that Scolipede. The fact that we don't have any phasers, which I mean, phasers aren't that common anymore, but at the same time, we just got to make sure we mainly play the Terrakion right in those cases. Like when I was holding back, or had a feeling we want to hold back Terrakion a lot because I saw all those setup sweepers, and it was like, really just need to apply the pressure just right, which we can with this team, but we just got to make sure we actually do that. So yeah.
first battle went well. If you enjoy these, you can always leave a like, and we'll definitely have more coming your way. As always, I love you guys, and Chase's channel will be in the description. I'll have an annotation or a link somewhere to the team building of this current team. And that's about it. I love you all very, very much, and have a wonderful day, and bye.